Welcome inside TD Garden. I'm Nick Gelso, joined by Josue Pavone.
That's right. That's
Welcome,
right.
Man.
Welcome.
Hey, we're here at TD Garden, and the next time the Celtics will be here, Josue, opening night, home opener.
Oh, yeah.
Next Wednesday?
Yeah, you know what?
It's there already.
The crowd was so pumped about it, they already started chanting Kyrie Irving at the end of this game.
Yeah.
That's how excited they are. They can't
so,
wait.
yeah, needless to say, lots to talk about as we're looking at the road ahead. Preseason concluding, the Celtics did okay.
Not bad. 3-0, right?
3-0 so far. They traveled down to Charlotte on Wednesday to finish off the preseason. Celtics played on Monday night. Very limited. Actually, no, none of the starters were there.
Well, we don't know exactly who's going to be starting. We don't know who's going to be starting opening night, Nick.
But I think that it obviously showed with the Celtics destroying the Philadelphia 76ers, going 3-0 to this point on preseason. This is a much different team than last year.
Yeah.
And their second unit, without question, I don't think we're going to see those offensive lulls we've seen in the past with the previous teams. Obviously, it's a whole new team.
Right. Well, yeah, this is a deep team, Nick. I mean, I know this is the Philadelphia 76ers, but this is the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, without Joel Embiid, without J.J. Redick, I mean, this is pretty much the bulk of the team. This is a team that's striving to make the playoffs. So for the Celtics to come out and tack on 37 points in the first quarter, I thought was very impressive. Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, I mean, all three of those guys are going to be very important for that bench unit, whether Jaylen starts or not. I mean, all three of those guys are going to be very important. Marcus Smart, man, I don't know. Maybe it is 25 pounds, but he's really looking good out there, man. I mean, whether we're talking about scoring, finding his guys, he was a bit of a playmaker in this one. I think I thought he was great. I think Terry Rozier is also showing a lot of confidence out there. So, I mean, these are the three guys I think are going to be very important. The quote unquote other guys that we'll be talking about throughout the regular season, and they really showed what they were made of tonight.
So we talked about the second unit, some of the reserves. Talk a bit about the cohesions you've seen thus far in this preseason training camp, now leading up to opening night on Tuesday. Granted, we have a game. The Celtics have a game Wednesday, but let's just skip right over that and look at the road ahead. Cleveland, Milwaukee. What are you looking at in those two games?
I'm looking at Gordon Hayward and wondering how he's going to really mesh in next to Kyrie Irving. I'm not saying it's impossible for it to happen, but I think he's the one that has to make the most adjustments on this roster. I don't think it'll be a problem. I think Brad Stevens puts together the kind of offense that's going to incorporate all five of those guys, all five of those starting lineup, whether we're talking Marcus Morris or, whoever it is starting next to those guys. But those three guys, I think, with Al Horford being a point forward role, something that we saw in the playoffs last year, I think that was big. I see Gordon Hayward really finding his offense is a very important part of this team for at least the first couple of weeks.
No question. The road ahead, as far as the first couple weeks of the regular season, is difficult for this team. So to have cohesion and chemistry going into the opening week, 2 weeks of the regular season, is supremely important. So you talked a bit about Gordon. Al Horford. Al Horford has been underappreciated by the fan base, I think, in Boston for quite a while. People who know the team well know what this guy contributes.
Right.
He definitely makes everybody around him better. But this preseason, I think Kyrie and Gordon are making Al better. Talk a bit about that.
I think the ball dominance of those two guys is going to open a lot of shots for Al Horford. We know what he can do. He can score inside. He can score from outside. He could even pop a few threes for you, and he's going to get a lot of open looks because of those two guys. I think his passing, again, the backdoor cuts, look for Gordon Hayward to get a lot of those opportunities on the offense. We saw that in the first couple of games. I think we'll continue to see that in the first couple of weeks. But I think this is going to be a very, very big season for Al Horford as the lights go off, because they know
that's about normal.
I mean, they know all about.
We work late.
They know all about Al Horford. They know we work late, but they still shut the lights off on us.
Let's round it out with Kyrie. Lights on for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, what are you expecting? Is he going to have to carry the ball as much as he did in Cleveland? I say no. He's going to be able to play a little more off the ball, lean on guys like Gordon, guys like actually Al Horford, who can initiate the offense.
Right.
Gives Kyrie the freedom to roam the court, make plays. Talk about Kyrie Irving, his importance in the first 2 weeks of the season.
I think he's going to be explosive scorer. I mean, to say the least. I mean, he's going to be what we've seen throughout his entire career in Cleveland. I just think the offense just comes so easy to him. I think the schedule, aside, of course, from the Cleveland game, is a bit challenging, but I think he's going to be what we've seen throughout his entire career. It's going to be the other guys that really mesh with him that are going to ultimately create the type of team that he needs to continue to get wins that we've seen him do in Cleveland, man.
We're going to wrap up with
more of the same, man. More of the same out of Kyrie.
Wrap up with this. On Sunday, Celtics beat with Larry H. Russell. Dave McMenamin talked about LeBron James. He's going for an MVP this season. I know you and I talked about it previously. Kind of psyched about LeBron going for an MVP this season. Maybe he'll tire himself out for the playoffs. That's LeBron. Talk about the chip on Kyrie's shoulder. You think he's going to come out and he's got to stay calm in that opening night game and not let his emotions get the best of him? It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, being on the visiting team for the first time and in Cleveland. I think it's going to be tough, but I think he's going to have the mental strength to get through it. I mean, we know this is Kyrie we're talking about. I mean, he's woke, right? He's not going to have a problem with that. He won't let the emotions get the best of him. And I think showing off in front of LeBron James and beating LeBron James in that first matchup, I think that means a lot to him.
There's a preview of the road ahead. Today's preview was powered by Greats.com for great sneakers. And these shoes are amazing. Trags was sporting them tonight.
Yeah, he was rocking them. He was looking fresh out here. I saw you, Trags.
We're gonna use Trags promo code tonight. It's Greats.com. Use the promo code Trags for 15% off and free shipping. You're supporting CLNS Media, The Garden Report, Josue, me, all of us. So please do it. Find us on CLNS Media and Celtics Blog. We'll actually catch you at the Q on Tuesday night. Opening night, baby. I'm Nick Gelso. He's Josue Pavone. We're out of here.